Hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're sharing a clip from a recent session where we demonstrate how to use industrial graphics within InTouch to retrieve and display data from LGH files. If you're looking to visualize local historical data directly on your HMI screens without needing Historian, this is a flexible and user-friendly option. We'll walk you through how to configure it, link it to LGH files, and present that data clearly to operators. Let's get into it.
The next thing I wanted to talk about is utilizing industrial graphics to retrieve the LGH files. And I'll be jumping back to the machine here. I just have a couple of windows and a couple of industrial graphics here. I actually have them open, so I don't waste time waiting for the editors to open here. As you can see, I use this in the tools here. I use the multi-pen trend. And the way to configure that, there's just a tiny trick there. So, you go through configuring the pins here to talk to specific points or specific tags. I use the dot fields here to define the minimum and the maximum for the second one. For example, for temp2, I used the order range. The third one, I just used a fixed values for the scale. But the point that I want to bring up is in options here, down in the bottom, you see this default trend source. I chose this to be the InTouch log history, which is the LGH files. And at this point, you have to specify the UNC path. And in this case, it's this application for me. So in the C drive, in the training, I have this InTouch application that is called LGH_demo1. And this is where I'm saving my LGH files. So I have to refer to that here. It's very, very easy to set up. Just a couple of checkboxes and buttons in here. You say okay to that. And I added just these situational awareness text entry here just to read the temperatures. And that's it. That's all I had to do to retrieve the data from the LGH files. All of this is out of the box. All of this is built in InTouch. So you don't have to purchase any extra tools to either log or retrieve the data in your HMI. In the runtime, this is how it looks like, right? The one here to the left side is the multi-pen. I made them a little bit smaller. I was working on a smaller screen earlier, but this is basically the industry graphic that we were just editing, and this is how it looks like in the runtime. On the other side here, I have the native InTouch trend client, and that looks like this in the development environment, right? So now here I have the industry graphic open here, and also same thing, I'm gonna right click on it just to show you how it's configured. Same story, I configured the pins here and I reference the 3 temperatures, but then in the historical sources, I make sure I choose InTouch log history and I don't choose the historian. So you just need to make sure again to choose the right source for the history, and either of these tools can pull data from either, your local LGH files, or if you have an Aviva historian, they can also do that. Now, there's a third tool that I'm not using here, which is the historian client trend, right? The historian trend client, which is this one right here. I'm not using that because that one is only specifically pulling data or retrieving data from your Aviva historian, and I don't even have that configured, so I'm not going to use that trend. So I have two other options, which are the multi-pen and now the InTouch trend client. Going back to the runtime, just one last time. This is how it looks like in the runtime, and this could be embedded in your. This is my InTouch window viewer. So these trends could be embedded in your HMI, and you could retrieve the data that you logged locally in your InTouch. So that's that for this section.